life, escape plan named D, and the other three plans, everyone have, but they don't know they do. In theory, life is great, perfect and never-ending. In 24 sentences about being captive in our own reality, and maybe the possible escape plan D, that in reality it never fit. People feel protected in iron cages when they swim with sharks, in air only the birds have total freedom, and on Earth. We live in an artificial-made aquarium environment with the perfect conditions for living. Us humans, we are captive in our minds and thoughts, captive between making plans regarding future and on the other side, the cruel reality of circumstances that never, I repeat, never happen as we imagine them. We are captive between the decisions we take and regret, and the decisions we never took, but could have changed our life. We are captive between expectations and between what happens in real life, health and economic crisis, war and climate change, life problems, and aging facts. Poor people spend more time outside, in the streets and nature, they feel safe outside between other people. Meanwhile, the rich people build vaults with windows called houses, to stay safe from people. Welcome to Enrich Talks YouTube channel. Here we explain life, with a list of priorities and a cost of production for every idea. This was sentence number 7. Being captive inside the social status is an option that people choose to have, captive before freedom. Slaves of the work we do, the invisible detention between laws and rules to control people, plus the banks that have in their custody our money, our salaries, and our savings. Before internet and cell phones, before this generation, people have had spend different their time, people lived their relations sincerely. Money didn't had so many problems as in our days, obscene bank interests, that people must pay. Today we all kneel without power in front of those who decide for us, how much freedom of choice we have. To kneel means a body position in which the body is supported by a knee or the knees, as when praying or showing submission, we eat what they sell. We consume internet content that they recommend and approve for us, through YouTube algorithms, is their excuse of censorship. We want to feel more, to be more alive, to be loved, to experience, and to control. We want to keep safe what we consider being important and meaningful only for us. Sentence number 12. We are prisoners of our own fears, uncertainties, and weaknesses. And we are refugees moving from here's the reality to an imaginary new world, where lies cover the real-life facts that actually exists. A big family in a small house, or a big house with one child. Only private schools, in Africa's children want to learn, in the rich countries, where school is free, kids abandon school. History is a thing of the past, still the future is overwhelming, the comfortable present makes us delay change, success is a choice only for poor people. The rest of us don't take a no for an answer. In general, every man or woman have an idea regarding life, the majority have a plan a family, a job, a holiday and retirement. Some people are thinking, what if questions? And have a vague idea about an alternative life, in case things don't work in perfect conditions as we like to think them. The plan C is made by life circumstances, by other people, by the people who decide for us or are helping us in life. We live with a life partner, parents and kids. The escape plan named D, motivation like fear, family, hunger and cold. The only solution remains to be less dependent from people, government, banks, surveillance cameras, laws, censorship, emotions, obligations, responsibilities, owning less, having less to manage, paying less subscriptions and invoices, and health system, and retirement system. Or having a small door of freedom from each these previous words. The escape plan named D means dealing with things, sensibly and realistically, in a way that is based on practical rather than theoretical considerations. In theory, life is great, perfect and never-ending. You have the option and power to choose what you do with your time, money, respect personal life principles. People are maintained captive mentally, captive keeping their time occupied, and captive with stress and never-ending life problems. No offense, just a kind reminder. Since the times of slaves, people felt comfortable having a working place, enough food, a place to sleep, being owned, having a name, and being entertained. Sounds familiar? Listen to another talk about freedom, link in description of this talk. How can you make yourself free from the things that constrains you?